for breast and ovarian cancers, and novel multi-dose diagnostic innovations. What are the
steps in theory? You put it into practice in the lab. Whatever little experiments you do in the lab, make sure that you spend some time there and learn how you are applying.
Ribbon Z, ATP offers energy, deep, meticulous and translational. These patterns are molecular blueprints for tomorrow's medicine. So any denaturation life throws is ongoing project function like cellular signaling pathways, precise target and catalytic in bringing about the change.
Charm and set foot to the right place. And when I'm upset, I'll make it known. Ask anyone who skipped breakfast.
Each day, I filter around 50 gallons of blood and produce urine. Not glamorous, but imagine a world with no toilet.
I convert toxins into harmless function. Handle fat digestion, store glycogen. Even when you abuse junk food, I forgive until one day I don't.
C4. Hands and legs join in.
Excuse me, we do all the job. Writing, cooking, even scrolling Instagram. Excuse me, we do all the job. Writing, cooking, even scrolling Instagram.
And we carry this entire team everywhere, from the morning jog to midnight fridge rides. True, but I control you too. Control, huh? We trip on the flat ground all the time.
C5. The chaos returns.
Okay, fine. Hands and legs are useful, but that doesn't change the fact I am vital. You all act like you could last even a minute without air. Try skipping means and see how that ends.
Skip me and say hello to swollen leg and poison in your veins.
Every organ thinks they are the talavi of the body.
C6. The shutdown.
And suddenly everything goes silent one by one. The organisms realize something wrong.
Convinced right, too much pressure. I'm slowing down. Why is everything busy? There is a hair. No fever, I feel empty.
Toxin level rising.
System overloaded, can't filter.
C5. C7. The realization.
And in the quiet moment, they understood no organ can work alone. No one is the boss. They all need each other.
I can't function without your oxygen and nutrients. And I need the brain to regulate my rhythm. And I rely on blood flow to carry oxygen. And I need oxygen and the system to digest.
And we all need clean blood.
And I balance everything between all of you.
C8. The unity message. Every organ matters. Every job is essential. Together we make life possible.
And that's how the body kingdom learned the value of teamwork and respect. Take care of your body. It's the only one you got.
Thank you.
Because you are doing research for the very first time in depth. So you are very uncertain about your future, uncertain how to judge the results. So when you are doing research, this is a very good question, because I will tell you, when you do research, how do you go about doing research is you set up a hypothesis and you do experiments which will test the hypothesis. And some of the data which you get from these experiments are called positive data which will support your hypothesis. They are the easiest data to handle because they fall neatly into a story. So you have a hypothesis, you get data and it fits your hypothesis, so you are able to get your hypothesis. But what if you get negative data? When I mean negative data, it is also the correct data. I am not saying it is the wrong data. It is also the right data, but it doesn't fit your hypothesis. I say, for example, I say this particular protein, for the first time I am going to see that this protein is involved in DNA damage repair. That is my hypothesis. Protein A is involved in DNA damage repair, but I assume that this protein enhances DNA damage repair. That is my hypothesis. Then I set up my experiments, and then when the result comes, I find that the protein is actually not helping DNA repair. It is actually inhibiting DNA repair. I mean, your whole thinking goes haywire. Because all the time your mind has been conditioned to think that this protein A is going to help in DNA repair.